Well, a very good afternoon to you all, ladies and gentlemen. If I may have your attention, please, because I'd like to welcome all of you, each and every one of you here today to what I'm sure will be a very special Compton Green auction here this afternoon at number 61 Landau Drive here in Warrenwood. By way of introduction, my name's Adrian Butera and I'll be here to assist you with your bidding or any questions that you may have regarding this fine property or the documents that we use here today. Those documents that I refer to, I can say, are quite standard contracts of sale. They are those that have been jointly published and printed by the Real Estate Institute and Law Institutes of Victoria. We simply use similar contracts to these at all our auctions. These particular ones here have been prepared by the vendor solicitor. I would, however, like to bring to your attention some special conditions. Those contained herein and those that have been on display, which I believe are going to assist you in your bidding and buying here today, very simply read as follows. Today's auction will be conducted in accordance with the rules and any other additional conditions that have been made available for your inspection before the start of today's auction. The auction rules prohibit me, the auctioneer, from accepting bids or offers on the property after the property's been knocked down to a successful bidder. The vendors do have a reserve price as the auctioneer. I will indicate bidders upon request. The law prohibits any false bids, prohibits any major disruptions by bidders, and prohibits bidders from attempting to prevent others from bidding and provides fines for such conduct. The rules do permit the making of vendor bids. The words I'll use during today's auction to indicate that I'm making a bid on behalf of the vendor are, ironically, vendor bid. And only I, the auctioneer, can bid on behalf of the vendor. Buyers, the property we sell here today is more particularly described in the attached certificate of titles, volume number 8465, folio 285, and volume number 9300, folio number 436, combined, known to you and I, and of course the postman soon enough, as number 61 Landau Drive here in Warrenwood. Shortly when the property is sold, a 10% deposit shall be required. Now this can be paid either by cash or cheque. The settlement we call for here today, somewhat flexible, but 60 to 90 days or ideally a business day in between. Now buyers, before I encourage your bidding and competition, can I ask, are there any questions please?
Adrian, there are
Yes.
two titles in the contract.
Correct.
So am I buying both titles today and will I need to sign two contracts?
Well, firstly, your first question is you are buying both titles here today conveyed on the one contract to sale. And no, only the one contract to sale will ask you to buy. It's the land to the west of the property there, just an unusual triangular bit that'll transfer and carry over with you. Good luck in your competition. Are there any further questions?
Mr. Auctioneer.
Yes, sir.
If I want to cut the tree down in the backyard, can I do it prior to settlement?
Well, there is a significant overlay that will prohibit you from just chopping down trees flippantly. You'll need to speak to council and see what you can and can't do there, sir. So whilst I won't ask you to identify the tree, I will say to you, bring that to the attention of the local municipality.
Thank you.
Are there any other further questions? Well, ladies and gentlemen, the opportunity for me now to share with you, recommend to you what we offer here on this fine autumn day. As I arrived at the home for the first time, I remember walking up the hill, the undulating land that surrounds us. And I reached over and naturally grabbed a eucalyptus leaf that was hanging over the footpath. I grabbed it and squashed it in my hand. And a moment later, I naturally brought my hand up to my nose, smelling that unique eucalyptus smell. And I thought to myself, it reminded me instantly of smells that remind me of something special. Maybe there's a smell that an ex-girlfriend you might recall. Or you may have a car, an old car that you used to drive and had a distinct smell. Well, ladies and gentlemen, the floral around the property, the trees, whether they're gums or eucalyptus, a collection of aromas are surrounded this magnificent property here in Warrenwood. Buyers, I'm sure for those that perhaps go afar to other suburbs and maybe have the opportunity to get that smell, they'll instantly think of home. But what is surrounded here is not just trees and landscape, not just that beautiful natural Australian environment, but the house itself has a natural feel about it. As you step through an abundance of space, family, entertaining, the list goes on, ticks a multitude of boxes. But that natural feel extends. Outside being brought in with that al fresco dining areas, once again, I know, has been a draw card for your interest here today. Now, many of you have got the attraction of the local quality schools. The list is long and luxurious. However, when you look at the infrastructure that's been put in place, over $3 billion in the last 7 years has gone to the east, and that alone has added to that infrastructure, jobs, and has continued that strong growth in the east. So you can be confident, buyers, that the bidders here today, that's going to continue to some extent for you. Now, what's very important is I reach a reserve here today, I will most certainly sell it to the highest bidder. If I fail to reach that reserve here today for whatever reason, the highest bidder, whomever you are, will have the first right to buy the property at the vendor's reserve price. Ladies and gentlemen, good luck in your bidding and competition. Without any further ado, the moment is now here where I get to put it to you. Number 60 Wood, Landau Drive here in Warrenwood. What do you say for a fair? $100 up another to start anywhere at all, buyers. I don't mind the call. You start me where you will. Who'd like to get me started here today? I don't mind the call. You start me off anywhere at all. Bid and offer and away.
$1 million.
Could start at $1 million, ma'am, and let's say $100,000 in the rise. That might be $1,050,000. I'll go with you, sir. I'll extend the courtesy. Let's see how that works for you. $1,050,000, ma'am. What do we say back on top? $1,050,000 is the call. At $1,050,000, 1.1 now. At 1.1 back on top, you wish, sir. 1.1 is the call. At $1,100,000, sir.
20.
How about 25?
20.
Sure? Take it, I will. 1.120. At 1,120,000. At 1,120, ma'am. 1,150 on top. 70. 1,170. At 1,170. 1,170,000. At $1,170,000, sir. What do we say? Maybe a little 20 to go. At $1,170,000, there it is. At $1,170,000, yes, no, you're done at 1,170,000. At 1,170, sir. 890's the call. At 1,190. At $1,190,000, ma'am, back on top of your wheel. 190's the call. At $1,190,000, sir, haven't forgotten about you as well. What do we say? 20 back in. At $1,190,000, yes, no, we're done at $1,190,000. We sure done. Out, finished. At $1,190,000, first time of calling, we done. Bids the rear. At $1,190,000, we sure done. Out, finished. Second time of calling, all done. Out, you sure. Ma'am, can I tempt you maybe for 20? 10 if you'd like. At $1,190,000, once, twice. Third and final call, $1,190,000, done. Well, whilst there's a pause, let me say, sir, at this point, your bid, let me say, if there is no further bidding, my instructions, crystal clear. No better bid, sir. You'll have the first right to buy the property at the vendor's reserve price. Not a bid in which I could knock it down to you, but at least give you that opportunity. Ma'am, sir, come back to you, I will. $1,190,000 need to be sure, so I'm sure. At $1,190,000, we done. Out, finished. Take 20 to go if you like, maybe 10 if that helps. At $1,190,000, first time of calling, are we done? Are you sure? At $1,190,000, bids there. Second time of calling, all done, all silent at $1,190,000, third and final. Well, I'll pause a moment and say this to you. At $1,190,000, I'm going to place a vendor bid at $1,250,000. At $1,250,000, what do we say? Take 20 to go on top of your like, sir. What's that? 5. Sure. $1,255,000. $1,255,000, sir. 10. 65's the money now. At $1,265,000. At $1,265,000, 70. At $1,270 back on top, you will. 70's the money. At $1,270,000, sir. What do we say? Don't leave me now. 75. At $1,275,000, 80. 85, you will, sir. Got it in front. 85 from you. At $1,285,000. At $1,285,000, ma'am, back on top, you will. Coming second if you'd like. Sir, 90. 90's the money now. At $1,290,000, sir. Yes, no, or done. Another 5 will put you in the box seat. 90's the money. All from you, fat man. 95's the call now. At $1,295,000, yes, no, you're done. 95's the call. At $1,295,000, 97.5. At $1,297,500, courtesy back to you, ma'am, 2.5 if you'd like it. At $1,297,500, bids there, we sure. Done. Out. Finished. At $1,297,500, biddies there to my right. We're gone. Done. What do we say? 2.5 to put you back on top at $1,297,500. What? Are we done at $1,297,500 twice? All done, all signed at $1,297,500. Third and final call, we sure done, out, finished at $1,297,500. Done. Well, sir, let me say this to you. I know I tempted you earlier, but that was just a test. But let me say, if there's no better bid now, you will have the first right to buy it at the vendor's reserve price. We're only a bit away. I need to know, are we sure and done? Are we out at $1,297,500? Biddy's there. Done. 2.5 on top, if you will. Are you sure? It was great to see you, sir, but we'd hate to see you go. Well, that all gets a little bit awkward, man. Back to you, if you will. 95 the call, $1,295,000. He's gone and away, so I'll go back to you and let's get on with it. 1,295,000, you're in, sir. Back on top, what do we say? 2.5, 5. 1.3's the money. At $1,300,000, there it is. We sure and done. Sorry to see him go, but that's life. He's perhaps found something a little bit more opportunistic. Who knows, but we've got the best property in the street. At $1,301,000. 1,301,000, 2 if you will, sir. 3 one's the money. At $1,301,000, yes, no, or done. Don't leave me now. $1,301,000, sir. And a half, you sure? 2. 1,302,000. At 1,302,000, there it is, back on top. 3. 1,303,000. 1,305,000 on top. 8. 1,308,000. At 1,308,000, it'll be 1,308,500. $1,308,500. 1,308,500. 9.5 now. At 1,309,500. 10. 1,310,000. At $1,310,000, can I pause a moment? We're on the market playing for keeps. No better bid, I'll sell it to you, sir. I'm going to extend the courtesy. Let's see how it goes. We're going to sell away, I will, here today. At $1,310,000, bids there, ma'am. Need to know if you're back in or not. At $1,310,000, I welcome you back. Are you sure I didn't spook you off? I hope not. At $1,310,000, I'm going to sell if there's no better bid. I want to be clear. At $1,310,000, won't take any late bids. At $1,310,000, we sure and done. Sir at the back there, want to be clear just in case you want to come back. At $1,310,000, first time of calling, sell away, I will, are we sure? At $1,310,000, second time of calling, 500 if you like. At $1,310,000, we done, out, finished. At $1,310,000, third and final call, we sure, man, was that just a scratch of the nose? I hope you got the itch. With bids there at $1,310,000, we done, out, finished. What? Twice. Third and final call, $1,310,000. I'll be selling. Sold to you, sir. Congratulations on your purchase. My commiserations to the underbidders. Ladies and gentlemen, thank you all for attending.